Hey guys, it's Noel, and thanks for visiting my little corner of YouTube. Now today's going to be a bit of an update on the quality control issues with the AKG K371 and why I no longer own the AKG K371. Okay, so here I have three AKG K371s. The reason why I have three is because Amazon do a advanced replacement system where they send one out and then they expect you to return the faulty one within 30 days. I'm going to go through them and we'll look at what the problems were with each one. This was the first one. What we have here is a pivot joint which allows this ear cup to rotate up into the headband. And presumably this is a bolt arrangement here. So from what I can tell, underneath this rubber cover here, there's a bolt or a screw or something that goes all the way through and probably secures to a nut. It's probably this on the other side. And this is worked loose over a period of a week. Now there's no way for me to tighten this without taking this rubber cap off. So what we have here is a situation where this yoke is no longer properly attached to the headband. It means it can slide backwards and forwards with almost no resistance, and it's basically just completely floppy. Now, I went on live chat with AKG and asked them about this, and they told me that as they were within the first week of me buying them, and as I'd bought them from an authorized reseller, i.e. Amazon in the UK, that I'd need to contact them to return them. So that's what I did, and they sent through the second pair. Now, this second pair is in good condition when it comes to its rotation hinge. That's all completely fine. However, this here logo, now this is AKG's logo, which is made of three cardioid polar patterns in a cloverleaf sort of shape. And this is sort of a recessed cut into this circular piece here, lined with a metallic silver lining, which hasn't been glued in properly and is just sort of flapping about like this. And that's what it was like out of the box. Now I tried to push it down to see if it would stick back in. It's probably self-adhesive. However, it wouldn't stick in and it lifted up fairly quickly. You might think, well, this is just a simple cosmetic issue. Why am I worried about that? But, you know, this is a brand new headphone that I've paid £140 for. I shouldn't be accepting something like this in a brand new headphone. I would say £140 is a reasonable asking point for this headphone, but not if it arrives in a state where it's not been assembled correctly. So I contacted Amazon about this second pair and I asked them to return this one. I'm okay to get a third replacement. Now, Amazon do this system where if you return something twice due to some kind of fault, they need to then check their stock to make sure that it's fine before they will ship out a third replacement. They told me they wouldn't be sending a third replacement. I'd have to send these two back and they'd give me a refund. However, the next day, a third one arrived. So this is number 3. The logo is fine on both sides. The rotation for the ear cups is fine on both sides. My first thought was, wow, I've got a pair that actually works okay. However, the more that I look at this pair, the more I realize how many flaws it has. Let's go with a couple of the less obvious ones first. When pushing down these ear pads, you can just sort of hear this scrunching sound that wasn't there on the other two. This has started to go away the more I push down on them, so I suspect it's maybe excess glue or something like that with the foam on the inside of the ear pad. Something else I noticed about the ear pads is that right here, this is a very sharp lip around the outside of the ear pads. And if I look at the other one, for example, this one's nice. There's no sharp edges there. The ear pad is nicely flush against the side. It feels smooth. This one, it doesn't. This is really strange. The biggest glaring error with this particular pair is the back side of the ear cup at the rotation hinge for the ear cup itself, which is in this AKG section here, which allows the ear cup to have a little bit of sideways rotation and vertical rotation like this. You can see the hinge mechanism there behind there, and it's all completely exposed. Look at the other side. This is how it's supposed to look. This feels like a rubbery material, so I'd imagine this is like a rubber band that covers this piece here, and it does seem to act as a dampener for the movement left and right and up and down. So perhaps it stops it from rattling too much, because this has a bit of a rattle to it when it moves. And I would imagine it also has the effect of stopping dust and dirt and fluff and whatever from getting into the back here and perhaps conflicting with the hinge. Now, I don't know. But the fact that someone put this together in their factory, someone has put this together and missed this part off on this side. And not only has that person done this, but it's gotten through quality control and out of the factory when no one's noticed it. And the same thing with this one with the dodgy logo, and the same thing with this one where the hinge hadn't been tightened up properly. So I don't know what's going on in their factory, but it seems they're not assembling these correctly, and no one's really giving them the once over before they're getting boxed up and sent out. So not only are they being built in a sloppy way, they're not being quality checked before they leave the factory, which fills me with zero confidence whatsoever that the next pair that I try of these are going to be fine. So after I got unit number 3, I had another go at getting hold of someone from AKG. And bear in mind, over the last few days, as this has been going on, I've been tweeting at them, trying to get someone's attention, and no one's responded. So I got on the phone to someone at AKG Harman and managed to get through to someone in their tech support department, and they were sympathetic, but unfortunately, they said that AKG Harman only handle the support for the consumer line of products. And as the AKG K371 is a professional headphone, it's from their professional line, then they don't deal with the support for it. So I asked, well, who does deals? If AKG don't handle the support for their professional line, who does? And they tell me that I need to speak to the distributor. Specifically, I need to speak to the UK distributor for support for the professional products. So I asked, are you telling me that you don't do the support for your own products, that the distributor supports your products for you? And he says yes. So he gives me the name of the company, that's Sound Technology in the UK, and an email address and phone number. So I phoned them up and had a chat with their tech support. Again, they were quite sympathetic, but they didn't really know much about the K371 because they'd not really seen any yet. It's such a new product for them. They've not really had to support it yet or anything like that. It's really fresh for them. So I'm the first person contacting them as far as this guy was aware. He asked to put me through to his manager, but then the manager wasn't available. So he gave me his email address, and I gave them a big breakdown in my detailed style of everything that I'd experienced with these 3 units, with photographs and links to videos and whatnot. And then on Thursday, I had a tweet from AKG at AKG Audio asking me to DM them with some contact information so that they could get in touch with me. And at this point, I don't know what's going on. So perhaps the only option I have left at this point is to wait until Amazon refund me for the previous unit or units and perhaps buy it from somewhere else and hope that I manage to get one that doesn't have some kind of manufacturing defect. Now, I know that there are people out there that have bought the K371 and don't have issues. I don't know how many other people do have issues, but this is, this is a brand new product. It's been on the market for what, 2 months? I don't know. I don't know how many people have actually bought it yet. All I know is that I've had 3 units with 3 separate manufacturing defects, and that's it. Right, so it's been a few days. I've managed to speak to somebody at Amazon. I've got my money back for the previous K371 that was bad, and all 3 of those units have now been returned to them. I had a good chat with their customer service representative. They've told me that they're going to pull the product from sale because clearly there's a problem, although it doesn't look like they've actually done that. Whether they're going to communicate with AKG about this, I don't know. They told me that they probably will, but who knows? So what I've gone and done is I've sourced another K371 from a different supplier, and there's a chance maybe that this one's okay. Perhaps it's from a different batch. I don't know. So let's unbox it. Right, so this is the moment of truth. This is unit number 4. This is really cold, this metal. They've literally just been delivered to me, so they've obviously been in a cold van. Okay, so we've got that scrunching sound from the ear cups like on the 3rd one. Okay, so this is nice and smooth, this lip here. So there's no rough edges here this time. That's good. Okay, the rotation seems nice and stiff. So we can see that we've got the piece here in the back here that was previously missing. This is the part that was missing on number 3. I think this might be completely fine. Wow, color me impressed. Okay, well, I don't want to jinx it by saying that I think that this pair is actually completely fine. Let me just test them and then make sure they actually work. Don't tell me there's something else wrong with these. These sound really, really weird, really funky. It's almost like there's a channel imbalance issue or a phase problem. It sounds really, really messed up. I don't understand what's going on. This doesn't sound anything like the pair that I heard before. The previous 3 pairs, it doesn't sound anything like those. And I thought, well, maybe it's my ears today. Maybe there's something wrong with my ears. So I tried a few different headphones from my collection. They all seem to be fine. So it's got to be these. And well, as I've got these, so I'm going to do a quick measurement and we'll see what the hell's going on. Okay, now I realize this is the Mini DSP ears, and the Mini DSP ears are not an industry standard measurement rig. However, this is pretty clear that there's something going on between these 2 drivers. Now, when I first put them on, I thought things sounded really, really strange. They sounded kind of hollow in places. It was almost like the center image was pulled too far to the right, and I thought maybe there's a channel imbalance. Maybe the left ear is not quite as loud as it should be. I thought maybe some kind of phase issue. Maybe the drivers have been soldered in wrong. I don't know. Figured that I would get them measured with the Mini DSP ears. This is what came out. You can clearly see that the left and the right are hugely different from each other. This is massive. Also, for comparison's sake, if I bring in the average from the original unit that I had, and you can see that it sits here. So you can see that actually it's very, very close to the right side of this new unit. So it would appear that there's something wrong with the left driver on this unit, this new unit. Now I realize that this red one here is actually an average of the left and right of the original unit. So I will show the left and the right of the original unit together. Now, obviously, there's some variance, and that could be partly to do with the Mini DSP ears, and it could also just be some variance from the factory. That's pretty normal, to be fair. But you can see that they both follow a very, very similar shape. But what is going on with this left driver of this new unit? It does not match at all. If I bring in the right-hand side of the new unit, so this is the left and right of the first unit and the right of the new unit. And yes, there's quite a bit of variance between them, but they all follow the similar shape. This left one of this new unit is the odd one out. This is really strange. So I was considering doing this video earlier this week and just including my findings of the first 3 units that I had. And at the time, I hadn't heard anything back from Amazon. I hadn't heard anything from Sound Technology. I hadn't heard anything from AKG. And I wanted to give them a chance to respond to me and you know, let me know what's going on. So I've heard from Amazon, I've got my money back, but they don't really have a clue what's going on with this unit. They've told me that they're going to pull the product from sale and contact AKG, but when you look on their site now, you can still buy that model. I'd contacted someone at AKG, I tweeted out to them, the only response I got was to contact Sound Technology. I've managed to contact Sound Technology, I've heard a response back from them, and all I've heard from them is they've said they will pass it up the chain to AKG. At this point, I thought, why not just get a 4th unit from another supplier, see what happens? And I have yet another problem. So this is 4 units now, 4 units with 4 completely separate manufacturing defects. What on earth is going on over at AKG? What is happening in this factory? At this point, I cannot at all recommend the K371 until AKG fix whatever is going on with their quality control. And at this point, is anyone going to know if they've ever fixed anything with their quality control? Is anyone from AKG going to respond? I'm just one small YouTuber, one person complaining. But what happens when the hype of this headphone really takes off and people start buying this unit? At this point, I really don't know what to say. Apart from, for now, I would avoid buying the K371. Okay, then this is a rather disappointing video, and it's not one that I really wanted to make, but this is the situation. For what it's worth, I have a K361 here as well now. This one's going to get reviewed. It'll probably be out next week. And from what I can tell, this has none of these issues. I would imagine they're made in the same factory as the K371, so I'd imagine they would be subject to the same level of quality control and the same sloppy build quality. So I may just be lucky that I've got a K361 that is fine. However, I've not finished my full review on these yet, so I can't be 100% certain that there are no problems with this. So make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss this video next week. And hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. We're almost at 100 now, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to have a lot more content like this coming out soon. So until next time, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.